Get ready to strike a chord with your finances. Today we have a personal finance expert who not only has a background in music, but with her husband, figured out a way to pay off over $250,000 in student loans. Now that's what I call a harmonious marriage. Here to share with us her symphony of financial wisdom, we have Jade Warshaw. Welcome, Jade.
Hey, thanks for having me, Desiree.
Yeah, happy to have you on. So Jade, please talk about the path that you and your husband took to pay off your student loan debt and what lessons you would share with others.
Yeah, absolutely. So my husband and I, very soon after we graduated, we got married and realized we had $280,000 of student loan debt and $460,000 combined of consumer debt. And so we needed a plan to pay it off, and we were able to do so in 7.5 years using the baby steps, 7 baby steps outlined in the book Total Money Makeover. And hey, the rest is history.
Okay, well, I mean, even hearing that big number and knowing that you were able to crunch it down and pay off that debt is music to a lot of people's ears right now. So can you share with us your understanding of income-driven repayment plans that might be offered to borrowers and what caveats we should be aware of?
Yeah, absolutely. Americans are feeling frustrated, they're feeling worried, stressed, fearful about these payments coming back. Are they going to be able to afford the payment? And these income driven repayment plans seem like a great option, but here's the fact. You're going to have to wait 20 years, in some cases more, to receive the forgiveness at the end. I say that's a terrible idea. Let's get about the business of creating our own freedom by paying off this debt. And the only way that I would suggest an income driven repayment plan is if you're doing it in conjunction with your debt snowball so that you're working to actually pay off the debt for good.
And you hit the nail on the head. Many student loan borrowers have been dreading the lifting of the repayment pause. It's here. What steps can they take as well to prepare for that?
Absolutely. We have a live stream that is on our site at ramseysolutions.com. You can go there at any point to view it. We're talking about student loan debt in America, how we got here, how we're getting out, and we're going through 3 key factors. You need to get organized about your student loan. Find out who your student loan provider is. Then you need to get the facts about these IDRs. Are they a good thing? Are they a bad thing? How do we utilize them? We're talking about that on the live stream. And of course, we're talking about the third, probably most important factor, and that's your budget. How do you budget for these loans? How do you budget to prepare to not only pay the payment, but pay them off long term?
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier that you and your husband were able to pay off your student loans with the 7 baby steps. Could you give us at least one that we can kind of apply right now?
Absolutely. I'll give you the first 3. The
Okay.
first one is keep $1,000 stashed to the side so you've got a quick starter emergency fund so you're not relying on credit cards making more debt. Number 2, you're paying off your debt using the debt snowball. That's listing your debts from smallest to largest. You make minimum payments on all the debt, but take all the extra money that you have and throw it at the smallest debt till it's paid off. Then you have freed up money to throw to the next smallest debt. Wash, rinse, and repeat. And then finally, baby step 3 is when you're going to get your savings saved up a little bit more, right? 3 to 6 months of expenses. That's the first 3. You'll have to stay tuned for the next 4.
Okay, well, I like that it's baby steps. It makes it seem like it's more tangible to do, so I appreciate that. Jay, thank you so much for these helpful tips. And you can check out more by going to ramseysolutions.com/student loans.